Good evening, and Rosh Yeshiva, thank you very much for taking the time for answering the question that we received from overseas and basically from the whole Jewish world that are waiting for these answers. When the fund was founded last year, we were told that it would be a one-time project. Is it turning to be a yearly fundraising project?
Last year when we said that, we made that for sure that it's a one-time thing and it can't be twice. We're hoping that but at this point already, there will be no need for it. There is a need. I personally thought that it's impossible to have another time. The people that were that basically instigated the entire, the Balabatim from America that called me, that they want to make it. They feel that this is something very important, and they want. And once I heard that, I said, then it was very, very necessary. It's a very, very necessary project. And if they're ready to do it, then, Baruch Hashem, I hope it will be the last year. We hope it'll be the last year.
Very good. So it's basically coming from them.
Yeah, it's coming from them.
Good. So many Balabatim, even Torah among them, don't fully understand the reason why Gdolei Yisrael have zero tolerance policy towards Haredim joining the army. Would it be possible to establish a true Nachal Haredi in the army which complies to all halachic requests?
People who are honest about the situation in the army agree that the way the army is now, it's out of the question. That they should change it entirely. That there should be a situation that could be mamish halachic, and not only halachic, as Netanyahu told me on the phone, we want to make an army where a person goes in as a Haredi, he should remain a Haredi. That's a very, very hard thing to do. And the army was built, you have to understand the history of the army. The army was actually built there shouldn't be Haredi. It was made to have a melting pot of having everybody in the army, and that way would be the religiosity of the people would be diminished, and it would more or less a nice religion army.
Forming a new Israeli, basically.
Right, forming a new Israeli, right. They realize that they failed in this aspect, and they would like to make something change, but it requires a tremendous effort, because an army you have to go with make a certain to fight somewhere. And you can wait a half hour till after Shabbos, or you can wait and you start an hour before Shabbos ends. So if the head of the platoon is a person not a Shomer Shabbos, and Betzim a leftist who's against Shabbos, it's very hard for him to comply. And the army itself admits that's a very, very hard thing. There are people in the army who are trying to do something, and presently it's not yet there. Very far from it.
Rosh Yeshiva said last year that people should not give the Keren funds which were donated in the past to other moistus. How about if a person is already giving a homage to other tzedakos, should he give additional funds to the Keren today?
It really depends on the person's how much money he has. If a person has very much money, he's not mechuyev to give only chaimish. He gives a little bit more than chaimish. So then he can give. A person who can't give more than chaimish doesn't give more than chaimish. It depends on the person himself.
And a similar question maybe. Last year, many donors used some of their savings to participate in this great mitzvah. What can the Rosh Yeshiva recommend to them this year, as much as they want to donate, the meaning is to withdraw from their savings again. Is this the right thing to do?
It's the same answer as I said before.
So basically, upon the personal situation
of the
each
person.
one of them.
Right, yeah.
We are, of course, all aware of the difficulty of raising an amount of hundreds of millions of dollars. Is there a possibility that the current government will make further cuts and we will have to raise hundreds additional millions of dollars because of those additional cuts to Haredi families? Some are saying that if not for the Keren, a solution would have been found a long time ago. Is this the case? Could it be that the mere existence of the Keren is preventing the sides from reaching an agreement?
Let me answer the second part of the question first.
Sure.
You have to know that the Chaver Knesset worked to the utmost possibility, the utmost how much they could work in order for them to try to make a solution. There was nothing at all of the feeling of it's not necessary to make a solution. So we have the money, we don't have to make a solution. It's first of all, it's wrong because it's not only the money. If there's no solution, then they're conscripting the boys into the army. It's not the only problem of the army is the money. If they have to find a solution for. There shouldn't be a question of the conscription of the army. That's the main reason. That's the main things. So of course they were working on it to the utmost. This is I must say this is something. The question is totally not true. Mm-hmm. Totally not true. Now, as far as the first question, is it the current government will make further cuts? Maybe yes, maybe not. But we have to do what we can with what we have.
Well, thank you for the Yeshiva for these answers. If, just a few words of chizuk before we finish to the Olam.
Anybody who will be part of this will be part. It's not just you're donating money. You're part of the learning of Eretz Yisrael. You become a shutef in the learning of Eretz Yisrael. And being a shutef in the learning of Eretz Yisrael is a major schus for anybody who is a shutef. Everybody who will join us in B'yetz Hashem will b'sata d'shmaya will have a bracha and atzlocha b'sata d'shmaya and all his ruchnis and his gashmis.
Amen. Thank you very much.